Hello everyone, कैसे हो आप? वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल मैथ्स पीरियड. आई एम किरण मैम. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद chapter number 8, comparing quantities, NCERT standard 8. Comparing quantities is a very interesting topic. It is related to our day to day life. This is not a very new topic to any of us. We are using this concept from our childhood in our day to day life. Sometimes we are comparing our marks, our heights, or weights, etc. So the comparison can be done in two ways. Number one, using subtraction. Number two, using division. Comparison of two quantities using division is called ratio. Ratio of two quantities, say A and B, is written as A is to B, and we read it as A is to B. Ratio can be expressed in the form of fraction. For example, A is to B can be written as A upon B. This is the fractional form of ratio A is to B. Next, ratio, it has no units and it is always in simplest form. For example, we have two ribbons. Ribbon 1 is 6 cm long and ribbon 2 is 10 cm long. And we have to find the ratio of the length of ribbon 1 to the length of ribbon 2. Then it is 10 is to 6. But it is not the ratio because it is not in simplest form. So we can write it as 6 upon 10 means 3 upon 5. So the ratio is 3 is to 5 and it has no units. Next, some important facts to compare the quantities. Number one, we need at least two quantities to compare. For example, Ram has got 25 marks in the unit test and Gopal has got 30 marks in the unit test. Here we are comparing the marks of two students. We cannot compare single quantity. So at least we need two quantities to compare. Second fact, the quantities to be compared must be similar. As in the first fact, we compared the marks of two students. So we can compare marks with marks, heights with heights, weight with weight, area with area, we cannot compare the height of a student with the weight of other student. Next, the third fact, the units of the quantities to be compared must be same. For example, ratio of 50 paisa to rupees 2. Here either we need to convert this paisa into rupees or this rupees into paisa. So the ratio is 50 paisa is to 200 paisa. So it is 50 upon 200, that is 1 upon 4, that is 1:4. Next, percentage, a means of comparison. In our day-to-day life, we use percentage in many activities like 20% discount, 100% result, 90% marks. So, what is the meaning of percent? Percent means out of 100 or for every 100. It is also a fraction with denominator 100. For example, Raj secured 16 marks out of 20 and Richa secured 36 marks out of 50. Then who performed better? So we cannot say by looking at Richa's marks that Richa has got more marks. So here we need to find the percentage of the marks of both the students. Then only we can compare. For Raj, 16 marks out of 20 means 16 upon 20. So here he has got 16 marks out of 20. For percentage, we need to find how many marks did he get out of 100. So we will multiply here by 5 by 5. We will get 80 upon 100, that is 80%. Similarly, for Richa, she got 36 marks out of 50 means 36 upon 50. Her marks also we need to calculate out of 100. So it is 36 upon 50 into 2 by 2. So it is 72 upon 100, that is 72%. So here we have compared the marks of both the students with the help of percentage. So we concluded that Raj performed better. Next is rules for conversion of fraction, ratio and decimal into percent and vice versa. That is, if a quantity is given in the form of a fraction or a ratio or decimal, how to convert it into percent, or if the quantity is given in the form of percent, then how to convert it into fraction, ratio or decimal. For example, the first case is fraction into percent. So we can convert a fraction into percent, given fraction into 100, and we put the symbol of percentage at the end. For example, we have a fraction 3 upon 5. So we can write 3 upon 5 into 100, then after cancellation we get 60%. Second one, from percent to fraction. We can convert a percentage into fraction just dividing the percentage by 100 and removing the percentage symbol and expressing the result into simplest form. For example, we have 56%, so it is 56 upon 100. After cancellation, we get 14 upon 25. So 56% is 14 upon 25 in fractional form. Number 3, ratio into percent. So given ratio, first we convert the ratio into fraction, then we multiply the fraction by 100 and we put the symbol of percentage. For example, we have the ratio 3:5. First we will convert it into fractional form, then it will be 3 upon 5, then into percentage 3 upon 5 into 100%. So after cancellation we get 60%. Number 4, percentage into ratio. This is percentage without percent symbol upon 100 in simplest form. Then into ratio. For example, we have 25%. So it is 25 upon 100. After cancellation we get 1 upon 4, that is 1:4. Next, number 5, decimal into percentage. So it is given decimal into 100 and we put percentage symbol at the end. For example, we have a decimal number that is 0.45. We can write it in percent form like 0.45 into 100%. So it is 45 upon 100 into 100, that is 45%. Next, number 6, percentage into decimal. So we write it as percentage number without the symbol of percent upon 100. Then we express the result in decimal form. For example, we have 45%. So we can write 45 upon 100, that is 0.45.